What's going on, everybody? This is dkdynamite, and today we're going to be talking about the new content that was revealed for Modern Warfare 2, some interesting reports you missed, and even more. Definitely stay tuned. But before we jump into that, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below, drop a like, and make sure you have notifications on to stay up to date with everything going on in Cold War 2, Warzone, Modern Warfare 2, and any other future Call of Duty as well. Also, be sure to check out my partner Manscaped. They recently released their best package yet with the Lawnmower 4.0. You can use this trimmer to get a clean shave in those hard-to-reach places when your significant other isn't around to help. The package features a Lawnmower 4.0 trimmer with a 90-minute battery, the Weed Whacker trimmer for your nose and ears, the Crop Preserver deodorant, and the Crop Reviver toner. You'll also get some free gifts like the boxer briefs and a really nice travel bag, but be sure to use code TWITCH20 to get 20% off all orders at manscaped.com. But as of today, the Khaled Al Asad Operator Pack is now available for free if you pre-ordered Modern Warfare 2 digitally. If you didn't do that but still want to get the bundle, you could buy it for 2,400 COD points in either Vanguard or Warzone 1.0. They also dropped a reveal trailer for Khaled Al Asad's Operator Pack where they show us a glimpse of him in game, Vanguard and Warzone. We could also see a Shadow Company patch on his arm, so I'm still curious what role the Shadow Company is going to play in the Modern Warfare 2 campaign, but hopefully nothing gets spoiled about that until at least the early access campaign does roll around, or at least is a couple days away from launch. I'm looking forward to whatever the plot twist is in this game in comparison to the original one we got with Shepard in 2009. But this pack does have some pretty decent looking blueprints, and that's the thing, right? This is a much better pack than the Final Judgment bundle that you also get for free if you pre-order Modern Warfare 2. I'm still not sure why they just dropped that one for free, since it really doesn't have any connection to the upcoming Call of Duty game. I would have much rather preferred if the two bundles you got for free were the Khaled Al Asad one and then maybe a General Shepard one, but sadly neither of the blueprints come with any tracers. I know the Ghost of War pack that was free last year for pre-ordering Vanguard, you got access to that one in Cold War and Warzone. That one did have blueprints featuring tracer rounds, but hopefully in the future they go back to providing some pre-order bundles that have a little bit more bang for your buck. Now, I did see some concern over on the internet today regarding the Vault Edition for Modern Warfare 2. People out there expressing concern that now that the Vault Edition is quote-unquote complete, considering the Khaled Al Asad pack is available, they've updated the art for what you get by pre-ordering that edition. People have noticed that there actually isn't that much content you get for Modern Warfare 2 specifically on this cover art. As you'll see, you can obviously tell you're going to get some tier skips for the Season 1 Battle Pass, meaning you probably want to play the game less or something. You'll obviously get that FJX Cinder Weapon Vault, which I'm personally excited about. We're going to get more information about that at COD Next. And of course, the Red Team 141 Operator Pack. But everything else in the Vault Edition was for Vanguard and Warzone 1, games that we really won't be playing at all once MW2 and COD 2.0 releases, because none of the content in Vanguard or Warzone 1 will be transferred over to Modern Warfare 2 or Warzone 2. So I definitely get the frustration with that, but I guess a lot of those bonuses on the Vault Edition really are for the people that do plan on going back to Warzone 1 at some point, people that plan on playing Vanguard at some point in time. I do get it though, Khaled Al Asad as a character should have probably been available for use in MW19, similar to all the other Ghost skins you got for pre-ordering the Vault Edition, but can't get everything we want, right? But I definitely get where you guys are coming from with this. And don't forget, if you don't have access to Khaled Al Asad yet, please restart your game or fill out a support ticket with Activision, because if you pre-order MW2, digitally that is, you should be getting instant access to that bundle in Warzone or Vanguard. Now, the other day we also got another tiny teaser trailer for Modern Warfare 2's campaign depicting a couple of new frames of that Chicago mission. It was kind of a Chicago-focused teaser trailer for the MW2 story, and like I told you guys before, I was born and raised in Chicago, so it means a lot to me that we're going to see Chicago in MW2 mission. It's going to be hilarious to see if it's a one-to-one to the actual city or not, but from the footage we have gotten, and if you watch it on like a 4K monitor, it looks absolutely beautiful. And every time we get a new little 15-second teaser or TV spot, there usually is at least a new frame or two that we can break down and look at a little bit in videos like this. Now, I do think before the COD Next event, we will end up getting a story-focused trailer for Modern Warfare 2's campaign. Has nothing to do with multiplayer, Spec Ops, DMZ, Warzone, just a trailer about the story that we're going to see in this campaign. We've gotten that dozens of times before for previous Call of Duty games, so wouldn't be surprised to see that at some point soon. And maybe at the very end of that story trailer, you get a small sneak peek of the multiplayer, a couple of seconds or something, but maybe they'll also save that for COD Next. It's totally unknown right now. Now, today it was also confirmed that by pre-ordering Modern Warfare 2 at Walmart, you will actually get access to some other pieces of content or items that you guys probably didn't know about. First off, Modern Warfare 2 themed Control Freaks. Now, I'm really happy to be partnered with Control Freaks, so again, if you guys don't get this edition of Modern Warfare 2 at Walmart, you'll likely still be able to buy these Control Freaks on Control Freaks' website, so go ahead and use code DYNAMITE to save 10% off any order over on their site, especially when it comes to new Call of Duty thumbsticks, because every year it's exciting to look at what new Call of Duty themed sticks they do come out with. They've come out with, I think, a pair almost every single year now since they became became a company. And you also get access to a COD endowment pack inside of Modern Warfare 2 as well. But my problem with this is something I've been vocal about in the past. It sucks when different retailers offer different exclusives. I get they have to do that for the sake of business. I know GameStop is going to be putting out a steelbook case for MW2. They're going to give you a poster. But it comes to a point where you're like, all right, now I got to decide which of these exclusive incentives I really want, right? Which items do I want to get from which retailer? Do I buy the game more than once? Or do I buy the game from one place and then hope that somebody sells the little incentives like this over on eBay? That's probably what it's going to come down to, but it's unfortunate, right? You would hope that all retailers give you the same things, but for the sake of business, I get it. They have to give you guys something exclusive to encourage you to go to their store versus others. But if you look at all the bonuses you get for digitally pre-ordering Modern Warfare 2 this time around, it almost doesn't make sense to go for a physical copy at all. So that's why I said you'll either end up getting multiple copies of the game or losing out on some bonuses that you actually might care about. Now, it's obviously been confirmed that the Terminator packs will be leaving the COD item shop on August 31st, but for those that bought both bundles, this includes me, you will get the legendary Whitley blueprint and a charm, and you'll get access to those pieces of content in early September. That was confirmed by Raven earlier today, but then Elvis Cod followed up with a very interesting claim. He's been putting out some cool reports in the past about upcoming Call of Duty content. He's claiming that the monster packs are coming back to the item shop in September. I think this is cool because I've seen a lot of comments lately regarding some of the Halloween packs from last year, Black Ops Cold War, whether it was a Scream pack, the Donnie Darko bundle. People out there that missed out on those packs should get an extra chance at getting them at least a couple of months, if not a year, after the original release. Maybe they'll do that for the Halloween packs going forward. But as far as these monster packs go, right, Godzilla, King Kong, Mechazilla, maybe there is going to be some marketing dropped in September for the upcoming Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, and Activision figured, hey, this can actually help out some sales with these packs. Maybe they'll cross-market this stuff, right? Because with Operation Monarch, we didn't get any actual mention of a Godzilla vs. Kong sequel, but the movie was announced shortly after the event ended, so maybe it's a part of the deal to kind of cross-market all of this, which is why they're going to bring these packs back in September. Now, we also have some interesting reports from Gaming Scooper The Ghost of Hope. Some of them are concerning, so bear with me here. He first said that intel from MW19 Spec Ops is expected to come back in DMZ this November, and according to the ESRB, DMZ is going to be releasing inside of Warzone 2's application, and will be using the same map. Now, the release date of Warzone 2 right now is leaked to be November 16th, so considering we're getting a Warzone 2 reveal at the COD Next event, we'll likely also see some information about DMZ at that event as well. At least that's what I'm expecting, right? But I will say, intel from MW19 was interesting because it seemed like they were fully dedicated to actually continuing the story of MW through Spec Ops specifically, but then once Warzone came out, they kind of shifted all those plans to continuing the story in Warzone instead. So I'm not sure if that's because Spec Ops flopped, and that's why they kind of moved all the intel and story to Warzone to kind of further that narrative, or is the plan always to kind of start furthering the narrative through Spec Ops and then finish it off in Warzone? I'm not sure what that was, but it kind of begs the question, right? With MW2 coming out this fall, will there be some additional intel in Spec Ops? I'm sure there will be, but then maybe the core part of the post-launch story will be followed up on in DMZ and Warzone 2. Bunch of predictions right now, but I figured I'd go over that real quick. Now, Hope then said that he's been hearing IW and Activision are debating the content schedule at the moment for MW2. Activision wants IW to spread the content over launch / November, December, but IW wants to drop as much as possible all at once. Activision are worried about post-launch sales mainly. Now, the first thing I'll say about that is that I did think it was a bit interesting when the leak came out a couple weeks ago that Warzone 2 and possibly DMZ are coming out 3 weeks after the launch of MW2, which obviously sparked concern amongst the multiplayer community because people out there that maybe just care about multiplayer are worried that people are just gonna go ahead and grind and speed run through MP camo grinds as fast as possible before Warzone 2 comes out and then really just forget about the multiplayer until future post-launch updates. I hope that doesn't happen because for a successful Call of Duty to happen, you do need a strong multiplayer and you need a strong multiplayer that people care about for at least a year, and with MW2's sake, possibly gonna get 2 years of support for this game, so we don't want people to just kind of rush through MP and then forget about it to move on to Warzone. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But also, if you blow your load at once, which is what they might end up doing, then what will come out in December? I mean, I think looking at the release date of Warzone 2, that's supposed to be the same date Season 1 starts. So that, again, is quite a bit at one time. The same day you see Warzone 2 and DMZ, you're also getting post-launch updates for multiplayer and possibly Spec Ops. That's a lot happening for a single week. So I do think they should probably spread things out a little bit, and I'm not sure why Infinity Ward would want to drop everything all at once like that, unless a lot of their post-launch schedule is pretty much well underway in development and they're gonna have a lot of content ready to go by December, right before the new year when they go on vacation. I'm not sure why exactly that's the approach, but another theory is that maybe they just want to get everything out as fast as possible, because in case there's anything broken or needs to be updated, they can get all that done in a timely manner before they go on vacation for the holidays. But then Hope said it dipping post-launch in sales is a real potential problem over there for Activision, and it was also sort of implied to me that pre-orders might not be as high as they should be, but I think it's less of a COD problem per se and more of an inflation/world economy problem. Now, as I always say with gaming insiders, with scoopers and leakers, be very cautious with what you believe. I'm just going over this in the case it is true, because it is really interesting. But again, take it all with a grain of salt, like I always say with information like this. But if this is the case and pre-orders aren't as high as they should be, I would find that surprising considering the success of MW19. But like I've said before, if that graph is correct, which does imply that MW had one of the lowest player retentions in COD history, if that is true or even remotely close to being true, then maybe it also isn't surprising that people this time around aren't as interested in what might be offered with MW2 if it is a very, very similar game to the first game in 2019. Now, I have to admit, right, there are some major problems in the world right now, especially with the economy, so that's why I understand if maybe numbers don't look the greatest right now behind the scenes, but I wonder if any of this may also impact the potential plans for 2 years of support for Modern Warfare 2, which would be unfortunate, because as much as I want to see a Treyarch game as soon as possible, it would suck if Treyarch has to release their game a year early because something just doesn't work out with MW2, but we'll just have to wait and see. Now, that is about it. This has been dkdynamite. Leave our thoughts down below in the comment section. What are your thoughts on the brand new content that was revealed for Modern Warfare 2, the pre-order incentives, how you feeling about the reports from the Ghost of Hope, as well as the other details we went over? Really hope you've enjoyed, and peace out, everybody.